So what if I load it and shoot it and kill? It's nothing I feel. She sucking my dick, I'm gripping that wheel. Oh, 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 oh. What I say, she gon' do what I say. Oh.
We're
up?
back.
Yeah, we're
Fuck.
back. Freedom!
For now. Yeah. As long as Dan allows it. How long has it been? What?
I don't know, man.
Oh, hold up. It's rolling with Rav and Cav.
You just get straight into it, bro. Like the good old
100%,
days.
Right. Fuck that.
Yeah.
What's it been like 3-4 months?
Has it actually?
It's
Our last
been like-
lockdown is 3-4 months?
It's been like 3-4 months.
Oh, I remember. It's the 1st of August, I think. I mean, it's the first week of August. Right after my ski trip.
My hair's past my
It's-
nipples, so
It's
it's been a minute.
It's after October. It's November now almost.
It's November. It's pretty much November if we're rounding it.
Yeah. 2 months?
Yeah, 2 months?
2 months?
Oh, I thought it
3
was
months.
3.
August, September, October.
Yeah,
Almost 3 months.
almost 3 months. So I
Yeah.
can't quite say 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's the world's most lockdown city, though.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
think? We'll just touch on it now, so that way we
Yeah,
just
get
get
out
it
the
out of the
way.
way, get it the fuck out of the way. So, what do you think on these rules with the vax and the unvaxxed?
You know, okay, I'll tell you what. I don't agree with having vaccine passports and mandating vaccinations.
It's getting a bit weird, isn't it?
It is getting a bit weird.
Especially with the booster shots that are supposed to be preceding them.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about booster shots because it's essentially the same thing in my opinion. But
But
just having someone the power to tell you can't do something because you didn't inject something in your body. And I know there's an argument of you're doing it for everyone else, but I don't know. I just think that's a bit of an overreach or an overstep.
I feel you. I feel like the lowest common denominator are the people where they're like, we're just doing it so we can fucking get on with our lives. And then they get aggressive at people who aren't wearing their mask or aren't getting the vaccination because they see them as the reason that's holding them up to be able to go out into, you know what I mean? They're not thinking that people are still getting the virus with the vaccine. They're not thinking of the steps down the road. Because my opinion on the booster shots, right, is so how you've been feeling, right? And you've been fatigued and all that sort of shit, and other people have been fatigued and all that. So do you want to go through that? Who's to say this won't last like a couple of weeks? So do you want to go through that every 4 to 6 months?
Yeah.
Potentially
Yeah. And who knows what it's going to do long term to your body as well. But
yeah, man.
And
what
this is coming from someone that's...
Are you going to compete on those around those times, or do you have to back off from it? Like,
right. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
And if the virus is changing, how many times are they going to have to change the booster shot and update it and all that sort of shit? And so therefore, each time it could be playing with you on a different level.
Yeah, because I heard about the Lambda variant or something.
What's up?
The Lambda variant? I think it came from Peru or some shit.
I haven't even heard.
And the vaccine apparently does nothing against it.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard about it.
Yeah. So we're just going to fucking come out looking like an inverted fucking porcupine, bro, right? In the next 4 years, G.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think this COVID thing, it's still in the infancy of it. I don't think we're looking at the end, the light at the end.
No, I agree with my dad where it's like we're still going to be figuring this out for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's interesting to see, but I don't know, man. I think, you know what? No matter which side you're on, you have to be open to the ideas of the other side.
No, I 100%. But the issue is, there's only the crazy ones on the extremists on each side that get the voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got anti-vaxxers who are heckling the people who have been vaccinated, but large number of the people that have been vaccinated they got to put food on the table. They got a family, whatever they got to do. They got shit to do. And Dan's made sure that he's been able to put his foot on the necks tight enough for them to have to go and do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, so they're attacking them, and then you got the people who think the real pro-vaxxers. You know what I mean? I'm just scum to them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you got the people as well who have been given, you got two kinds, right? You got one who has been given the most amount of power they've been given in their life to be able to deny you entry into a store, right? And they really take with gusto. And then you got other people who aren't used to being in a position of telling you and asking you, like essentially being like a bouncer at a club. And so they I feel like they go a bit harder because they don't know how to, you know what I mean? You got to assess they'll just go, what are you doing? Show me your papers off the bat, because they feel like any other way they're going to get an argument. I get it. You know?
Yeah. I told you this before COVID. I thought the internet was already such a toxic place. Now it's just on a different level.
Oh, bro.
Everyone's cooped up.
Yeah.
And it's just a part of everyone's daily life now.
If you're having a bad day, I really don't, and you feel like you can get triggered by some shit, I really don't suggest you go along your favorite your lanes in the social media world and just watch the comment sections. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
You'll be.
But you know what? I am guilty of reading comments too, and sometimes I do feel like some sort of emotion when I read such a stupid comment. But I just tell myself people are idiots, you know?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I'll type some shit up and then I'll delete it. I won't. I just get rid of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
yeah.
by the time I've typed it and everything, I'm gone. Fuck! I've just wasted 15 minutes of my life to this dickhead who is not gonna stop when I send this.
For all you know, he might be a troll that's just trying to get a response.
Every interaction on social media that I've had where I've even tried to like argue someone's point of view in a sensible way just leaves you feeling a sour taste in your mouth, bro, because you start getting in a discourse, right? And then they either say some weird random shit or you get other people jumping in trying to pick sides, and it's like there's no sides here, man. He said something and I followed it up asking him about it. Yeah. And then all of a sudden your mum's a piece of shit and you fucking your grandma too, you know?
You know what? They are getting rid of the mask mandates though. Outdoor masks. You don't have to use masks outdoor soon, I think.
Well, that was also well, I mean, funnily enough, when all the politicians and everything coming into the summertime too, they're realizing, oh, this is going to be fucking stupid.
Nah, you know what?
No, I can't say that because then it's like, well, we'll take it away from you then.
You know what? I don't know. The thing is, the question is it based on science or is it based on like
was
visuals
any of the outdoor
optics?
masking based on science, bro?
Was it? I don't know.
Well, because at one point they were saying you can cover your face with anything, as long as your mouth.
At
is
one point they
covered.
were saying masks don't help.
Yeah,
I remember reading that.
Yeah, I wish that a handful of people went out wearing fucking Glad wrap over their mouth, but sellotape, whatever.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there. I digress.
But yeah, just going back to my point, you can't really. People just feel so strongly about it that they refuse to see the arguments from the other side.
Here's the thing: people can touch into that. You know, when you're having an argument or you're getting into it with someone or whatever, or a debate, and there's a turning point, right? Where you can go, I can get really dramatic right now and like fucking hunker down, or I can keep going along this mature path and just, you get that choice. I feel like so many people, because they're justified in like getting dramatic and really hunkering down, and they're like, you're fucking killing us.
But why do you have to feel so strongly about it? Is my question. You don't have to feel so strongly about it.
You could say that to people. I try not to feel so strong. I try not to feel so strongly about anything. And if I end up arguing something quite strongly, it's usually, I find, because my ego's been offended in the discussion. Because I'm open. I don't think there's one side to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's like they're arguing with you. They're trying to, because when people are trying to talk to you to change your opinion, I think is when things get dangerous. Yeah. So say you have a proper debate with someone who's really religious and you're not really religious. Yeah. And they're coming out like they're trying to get you to believe in God. You're not going to believe in God in that session. So it's like you're not going to have a good chat at that point because they're trying to push something onto you, right? And I think that's what's happening is you try and talk to them or they just try and have these open lines of talk and there is no talking because they get to shout you down. And then it's also you justify, I'm going into a rabbit hole here, but you're justified in doing it right now because it's a pandemic, because it's a virus. It's like, who's going to tell you you're wrong? You know? Yeah. Yeah.
I just think it's the world right now. The view is you're either pro-vax or you get vaccinated or you're like scum of the earth or you're dumb. You know what I mean? It's always like you're dumb or some shit. Yeah. But
I never thought I'd be anti-vaccine. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, bro. I'm not. I've had that many.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm sick of this fucking COVID talk, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, real quick though, because I just wanted to touch on the rules for the unvax and the vax. It's going to divide people. Blah blah blah. Yeah. But a dude, so I'm walking today to get the tram through the city. This is 8:15 in the morning, and there's this fucking junkie, and he's stolen. I'm assuming he's stolen this carton of Coke Zero.
A carton.
He's walking up the street with a carton, and he's with this chick, and this tall Asian dude stops him and starts like talking to him semi-aggressively, and the Asian dude's in a suit and everything, and I'm like, what's going on here?
Wait, the Asian dude's talking to him aggressively?
Yeah, and trying to take the fucking carton off.
Oh,
him,
really?
Right? And I'm like, okay. My brain instantly jumps to, okay, I'm thinking he's the owner of a business along here, and he fucking knows that guy, right?
Okay,
and he knows that guy shouldn't have that carton. There's deeper things at play here. I'm just standing to make sure this doesn't doesn't kick off stupidly, right?
Yeah.
And I look, and classic, right? These guys are getting into it, and I look to my right, and there's cops talking to a couple of people, a couple of boys who are on skateboards down the alleyway. Like, fucking find a real thing to do, bro. Anyways, the guy ends up giving him the carton. The chick's swearing at him to give him the carton, and then he goes, "Oh, can I grab 2 cans, man?" The guy with the carton's like, "Sure." So the guy's holding the carton. He's got his Maccas and his coffee in one hand. He's already spilt some of his coffee on his Maccas. This crackhead rips the carton open like a savage. Rams his hands down there, pulls him out, and this Asian guy's like holding his shit. He has to put it down. Long story short, he's trying to pick this carton up. He can't do it. And I'm like, he's looking like an idiot at this point. I walk up to him like, "Hey man, if you're just going down that way, I can carry it for you. Like it's all good." And he was like kind of embarrassed or like weirded out by it, and he didn't want it. Then he kept fucking it up, and it fell out of his hands again because he was trying to grab it by the bits that were ripped. I was like, "Look, man, if you're going that way, it's all good." Because I'm thinking like, you're just embarrassing yourself, now, bro. And he's like, "Oh yeah, that's good," but he almost made it feel like I was like imposing. I might have been taking his spear from him. I don't fucking know. He was probably blustered as well from that other guy.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know what the fuck's going on right now.
8:15 in the morning. You know what I mean?
He probably doesn't know what's going on right now.
We walk across the little laneway, and then he goes, "Oh, just here." And I said along the way, I'm like, "Oh, you know, the world's a bit of a weird place when it feels awkward helping a stranger." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to break the ice. No ice was broken. And he stops and he goes, "Oh, it's all good here. Thank you very much." I was like, "Oh, good. Have a good day." I go to the stop. I look across, and he's trying to push it with his foot further down the fucking road.
Really?
Yeah, it's not loud.
Yeah.
Left a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, I felt like I imposed on him, bro.
So you reckon he's a business owner that the guy took the carton of can from?
Yeah.
That's probably
that's
the
what I
case,
believe. Yeah.
He was
It's
probably
very weird,
skeptical of everything at the moment.
You know what? I thought it was weird seeing that guy holding a carton of Coke Zero. Because I was looking at him like, a guy like you seems like you'd go full sugar, bro. What do you, you know, like legit.
No, I don't think you'd make an investment of buying a whole carton of Coke in one go, right? You'd probably spend it on other things.
Not that guy. Not that guy.
No, you probably need some food and maybe 2 cans of Coke, and you know what I'm saying? Well, you're just going to stash.
He got his 2 cans of Coke. Yeah. But anyways, that's the first part of my
that was the plan all along.
Oh, shit.
You steal a carton, but you return everything except 2 cans. Instead of stealing 2 cans.
That's a dub.
Yeah, that's a dub.
You were given 2 cans.
Instead of getting caught with 2 cans, you're going home with nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. Fuck. He got lucky, man, because the cops were just around the corner. That would have ended his day.
What do you think cops do with people like that, though? Because I see them talk
most
to
of the time they'll just let him go around the corner, Gene.
They just move them, right?
They'll just move him on.
Yeah.
Especially once it's because I understand too. Because what's the point especially if he's not being violent, he's not being a nuisance, he's just doing crackhead things. So it's like,
and what are you gonna do? Put him in jail? That's just
waste of time.
Yeah, waste of time.
But here's the thing. I don't like it when cops blatantly walk past and look the other. You know when you're on the mats and you look at someone you want to roll and they don't want to roll you and they do that. Yeah. I hate it when you see cops do that when they are being a nuisance on the street. And because it's the evening and the cops go, there aren't that many people around. But you get that one person that's trying to get home and they fuck with them.
Yeah.
Not just me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, what else can you do though? They're just gonna.
Well, I don't like that I've been put in situations when I feel like there's probably been half a dozen cops that have walked past this guy on Swanson Street. Yeah. And he's harassing me.
The cops have still been out though, in like groups.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing. You used to never really see that.
It's a weird thing that I've never had issues with police in any state.
Except Victoria.
And I've never had a bad dialogue with cops. Even when I got busted in WA last year, it's always been a positive. I tried to keep it positive. Because it's like they can fuck your world up at that point.
Yeah.
Victoria, man, has been the opposite since 2018, and I was always wondering, why do people here hate the 2018? So yeah, I got here in 2018. I've got here in 2018, so this is my only.
Yeah.
And I was like, but people would rag on him, bro. And I was like, that's because I got mates who are coppers in WA and Queensland and stuff. Yeah. I'm like, that's interesting. And then I've had a couple of like experiences and stuff like that. Even gone to them to like for help, and they've just been nothing but a smart ass to me. It's like
I've never had any experiences with police, to be honest with you.
It's probably a good thing, man.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to unless they're either helping you, which means you're in a bad situation, or they're busting you.
That's true. It's just traffic stops, probably.
It's like the principal of a school. You shouldn't be talking.
I don't know about that. It's a bit different, I
think. Blaze, and that's the analogy I went with. Anyways, fucking moving on, bro. Yeah. I come out of COVID and fucking Superman's gay now.
He's bi, right?
Nah.
I think that's what they went with. But yeah.
So they've gone with his bi now.
I don't know.
Because they're starting I've seen scenes, and I don't know if they're in comics, they're comic book draw-ups of him like macking on with dudes on top of a school bus and shit like that. And I'm like, I never even saw him doing that with Lois Lane.
Yeah. So what are your
Back in the
thoughts?
day, bro.
What are your thoughts on that?
Leave it alone.
As in leave it alone?
Create
Create a new one?
Create a new one. Create a new. Because my issue is if that was to stay Superman's son, whatever. They've already had to change some of the story.
So what is this? This is Superman.
This is the new Superman.
So how is he the new Superman?
Because it's Superman's son. He's wearing the suit and everything. This is going to be the new line because people want to. I guess because society's always looking for a fresh take on things.
What the fuck
man.
is Superman's name?
Clark Kent.
Okay, so it's Clark Kent Jr.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Right now,
something. Okay.
Superman is Clark Kent in my mind.
Yeah,
always.
it is yeah,
Anyways, but
so his son's bi or gay.
Yeah, bi or gay. Well,
Yeah.
And it's like I'm taking an issue with it because that's Superman now, and it's like, how do I say it without sounding like I'm a pig or whatever?
I see what you're saying.
It's just it was for us for me growing up and everything. It was never about people got to understand that superheroes and like Batman and Superman and everything weren't about being the most masculine heterosexual male because you see how Superman is, right? Where he can do all those things, but he's always the most humble dude walking the street, right? And like Batman's got his things and the others got their things and all this sort of, they're always like from humble beginnings. It's about a dude coming from like nothing or being given a chance in life to decide if he's going to go into like that human greed or if he's going to do something with it. It's not about the babes that he could be. It's not about him being the ultimate man. It's not. It's never has been about that.
I don't really have an issue with it because they didn't change Clark Kent. I mean, if it's his son, then anything goes. You can create a new character.
Yeah,
but if they change Superman, I think I would have had a problem with it.
Well, because what happens in 2-3 generations, it's like that is the Superman, right? And it's like that's the one that they're running.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I'll get over it.
I mean, you do have to draw the line somewhere, but
I'm not like heated over it. But I was just like, it's just like.
Yeah. I guess if it does make that
a lot
kid
of things are going to change
feel
then.
better, like if you're a kid and you're like having these issues and you see that and it's like, oh, so even Superman's.
Yeah, I guess we're in an age where it's like everyone has to be able to identify with it and find like because here's the thing as well. Back in the day, right? You can people from like say the gay community can go. There was no representation for us and stuff like that. Them building these Hulk was grey in the beginning, bro. Okay, so them making these superheroes and everything, they could not, if they advertised that they were gay and they were doing gay relationships and everything, we would not have superheroes today, man. I do not think, because in the times when they were bringing it out and everything, it's got to be for the masses to be able to identify with it, right?
Yeah.
The gay population.
It's a reflection of the times right now.
Exactly,
isn't it?
right? So that's why I'm not like against it, but I'm also like, it's a bitch. Like, can't they create a new arc? No, I'm not saying create a whole gay, bisexual family or anything like that. I don't know, just some of the icons and everything. It's like, why does it need to change?
To change? Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. I mean, if they created a new superhero, then you would have a problem with that.
I don't know if this is true or not. Originally, they were going with Superman was going to be turn gay. They were going to make him turn. This is what I was hearing, and then people were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then they've moved it on to his son.
Got you.
You know, and this is that comical one. I don't know if this is true or not, but people were saying, was it the Hodge twins I was listening to? They're like, who's he getting with? Is it Lex Luthor's son?
Didn't they make someone in Harry Potter gay as well? No.
Well, it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not like But here's the thing. It was never sexuality was never talked about, right? Like this.
Yes.
So it's like when people make a character bi or gay, as the common trend has been, they seem to sexualize the fuck out of the dialogue with it and everything. I do not understand that side of it.
What is the percentage of the population that's gay? Do we know? Is it there must be a stat somewhere, right?
They reckon 1 in 10 guys.
Do you want to look it up?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's like 1 in 10 or something. Or apparently, if you have like 4 boys in the family or something like that, there's a very high chance one of them's.
You're saying it's 20%, 25%. You fuck.
Really?
No way. I don't know.
No, if you have 4.
So what do you think
they're saying if you have
4,
not everyone have 4 kids. I'm saying if you have 4 boys, the percentage apparently of one of them being gay is very high.
That means your chances of that means that's 25% if you have all boys.
Yeah, but not
over the whole population.
Yeah, that's
I see what you're saying. But that's. What do you think it is before looking it up?
I reckon it's 1 in 10.
Male and female, 1 in 10, 10% of the population.
I reckon there's more gay men and less gay women.
Okay, that's 2 different statistics.
But let's also say that women can play the field and with less repercussions in society than men can.
100%.
Yeah, so there's like you got to when chicks go I'm having a bimodal, it's like you ain't fucking
10% seems pretty
to straight ratio.
Is 10% high? I'll say 15%, bro.
They're saying 10% of the population really gay?
Read it to me.
Alfred Kinsey's claim, I don't know who this is, that 10% of adults were homosexual
10%.
was flawed.
Okay.
But recent surveys suggest that in terms of behavior, I'll just click on it. The Guardian.
That's fine. Aren't they semi-legit?
I don't know. Are any of them legit anymore, bro? Like, let's face it, G.
Okay, go ahead.
Are any of them legit? Okay, is 10% of the population for a single statistic for a radical political movement is unusual. Back in the U.S. National Gay Task Force, NGTF, bro, was invited into the White House to meet President Jimmy Carter's representatives.
Give me the fucking stats, bro. What is
bro,
this?
I'm trying to fucking find them. They're giving me, it's a whole article. Kinsey's headline finding was at least 37% of the male population has some homosexual experience between. Oh, okay.
I don't know that. Okay, that's different. Though.
Yeah, that's different. I don't think we're going to get real quick good. Like
it's going to be less than
that. They've
that.
got stats about every aspect on it you can think of, bro.
So you're saying it's 10%?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you got bi and everything
10%.
else in between. 10%. We'll run with. I mean, that's a pretty fucking fair.
Yeah,
number
if it
to
makes
say.
the 10% of the population happy, then fuck it.
I feel you, man.
Makes Spider-Man gay. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That they'll also find though, right? So what happened with like, we'll say the female audience, right?
Mhm.
They came out and they're like, there's not enough female representation in
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Okay.
So what's that chick's name?
Yeah,
fucking
Ray, I think.
Raya. They made a chick and gave her a blue lightsaber
Yeah.
and sent her out there.
Yeah, yeah, out there, yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
They lost money. The ratings for it went down. But guess what? All the female side of the audience, is, according to all these polls and everything, Mandalorian smashed it. You know why? Especially with the female audience. Because it's a dude taking care of a fucking infant.
Okay, I don't watch any of this, so okay.
Oh, okay. So Mandalorian is this. He's obviously like a bounty hunter type S thing.
Okay, yeah.
The real nerds are going to cook me.
Yeah.
And he's looking after essentially what is the same species as Yoda.
Yeah.
And it's a baby.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so he's taking care of
Chicks
that.
fucking loved it.
Okay, yeah.
They argued and fought for more female representation in Star Wars, and then stopped watching it.
No,
and
but
so all the fans went to watch Star Wars, and it's obviously it's not because it's a female character.
I feel like
There's
it's the
aspects that
writing,
have
though.
changed.
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
writing, right? But you can't deny that they've got to write in a certain way these days because they have to represent everyone. That must be fucking hard, bro.
Yeah.
That's got to be hard. How do you make an hour and a half, 2 hour movie that's based upon one of the biggest fantasy space theme stories of all time? You know what I mean? And now you have to write it because you have to cater to everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the point I'm coming at.
Yeah. That is that Disney as a company, or is that the writers too, though?
No,
It's a bit of both. I think.
Yeah, but I think it's us, the population, that if they were never going to do, they'll keep running the same story over and over.
How do we start talking about gay Superman, by the way?
Because we were talking about coming out. It's part of my notes, and it's
okay,
coming out of
got you.
lockdown, and I found out that Superman's gay now.
right.
You know? But I guess I guess we don't have an issue with it.
Yeah, speaking of the LGBTQ community,
Mm-hmm.
have you watched Dave Chappelle's new special?
No, but I want to. He's getting cooked over it. I know
He's
that.
getting cooked
Yeah.
over it, and Netflix is backing him though, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Netflix also fired one of their trans staff.
Yeah, because I think they organized a walkout or something.
Do you think that they did it? Yeah, but apparently in the organizing the walkout, they leaked something or whatever, and it's like they leaked or some shit, and you cannot do that with Netflix. Netflix apparently they keep a real tight lock on it, right?
Yeah.
But do you reckon she did it because there's groups of people now that are kind of semi-protected with all this left-wing thing coming in, where they feel a bit more empowered to do it? Because if it was me, bro, I'd know I wouldn't for a second get away with it.
What do you mean if it was me?
Like if I was to... It's the way she reacted to it is like she didn't expect to be fired over it. It's like she thought she was going to be okay.
What mean? Did you see did she write a Twitter
She's done a
post,
thing
or?
about it.
Oh, she's done a thing about it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And obviously people, because it's internet, people on her side are all like coming.
So she's upset about the jokes Chappelle made. Is that it? She's offended by...
offended in some way.
By the,
yeah. I haven't seen his special, but if it's anything like the last special, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure there would have been people out there who would have been touched as a kid potentially who were not liking some of his jokes in the other one. But it's the light and the way he goes about it and stuff like that. And it's fucking... He got cooked over because he was talking about Michael Jackson in the last one, right?
I don't remember.
It's not like he's fucking completely
he's
wrong.
always had beef with the trans community. They've always been trying to cancel him.
Yeah, but he's not. He's got. I believe him when he says he's got trans friends. I don't think he's transphobic. I don't think he's transphobic. They try and label him as transphobic.
So one of the things he talks about in the special is, I don't want to spoil it for you, but he does talk about having a transgender friend. So that's
Oh,
it's a
okay.
big premise of
Got you.
of the special.
Yeah.
So
Probably has a lot of awkward laughs.
he does
with
make
him because
he
of
does
his-
make jokes. He does make jokes. He does like throw some jabs, but it's just jokes. You know what I mean? He didn't say anything overly offensive,
Yeah.
in my opinion, at least.
But people need to look at the craft and the sincerity in how he like delivers it and stuff like that. Like he's not just giving a joke. He's
Yeah.
like breaking the seal on things and like going into it. And it's
Yeah.
like just because someone says that they're trans, that doesn't mean that you can't pull them up on their character as a human
Yeah,
being.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like I think there's a lot of people out there who are using their position in life or in society as a way to absolve themselves from responsibility.
Yeah. There is a way where you can use jokes maliciously, but the way he does it, it's definitely not malicious. It's you when a comedian says something or says a joke, you can't take it at face value. You can't just take what he said, write it out and assume.
Here's what's happening as well is our generation was the most accepting of the LGBTQ community.
Mm-hmm.
The generations underneath us, apparently the percentage of them being as accepting to it is decreasing.
Like you mean like the Gen Zs?
Even their willingness to have open conversations about it.
The generation younger than us?
Yes,
or older?
yes,
Oh, okay.
younger. Because we grew up with the first real big good push for it, right? Where it's like really opening up and everything. But where they've grown up, this is how people are seeing. Where they've grown up is seeing all the. Just I'm not using my words properly, but just the constant like you can't even ask someone about their sexuality or have an open dialogue, and then you're getting screamed at from one side that you're either oppressing them or you know what I mean. It's like they don't even want to engage with it. They just
I wonder
don't
what
want
it's
to
like.
be suddenly filmed getting called transphobic and everything over some bullshit.
Yeah, I wonder what it's like in high school these days,
Right?
or like primary school.
Right?
Is there a conversation around like homosexuality and stuff like that? Because I know growing up there was no such thing.
No, there was no no. So I grew up in a country town in WA. There was no fucking.
But so are the kids now? Is that a conversation? Is that a?
I hope so.
Is it normalized?
But I hope.
And
it's
to what
not,
extent?
Yeah, but I hope it's not getting pushed on them by teachers who don't really like. I hope the platform's opening up where the kids are starting to talk about it amongst themselves more. Or it's not like, hey, that's the gay guy of the fucking class. Let's just isolate him. I hope it's not like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't. They're talking about bringing sex ed programs in for it all and talking about it for kids as young as 4 in America. That's just crazy to me because they don't know what their junk is apart
at 4?
from
Are you
pissing.
sure at 4? 4 is
They're
really
not
young, bro.
legit, bro.
Don't you just learn how to?
No, they're trying to
spell
normalize it, right? They're trying to bring in the normalization of it, and they're trying to figure out what ages and everything they do it. And I don't know. I feel like they chose 4 because this is my thoughts on it. If your child's not socialized by 4 years old in things, they're going to have a really hard go of it.
Really?
Yes. Apparently, all statistics show if your child isn't socialized by 4, they'll have a really hard time making friends and everything going forwards.
Yeah.
You know.
It's interesting. Alec Baldwin, bro. Did you hear about that? How the fuck does something like that happen?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say the guns and everything they use are like prop guns, but like they can obviously they don't have them welded shut or anything like that. Like the barrel's blocked and all that sort of shit. So they obviously
So a prop gun is a real gun.
Yeah.
Or is a prop gun like a toy gun?
No, it's obviously a real. They
So
use
it's a real
They're
gun.
supposed to use blanks in it. It's like so in the military we use blanks in a real weapon, but we'll put a barrel like a barrel stopper on the end of it, and it's like this cast iron fucking. For the life of me, I can't think of the abbreviation for it.
That's okay.
Something, but it's a red thing, red tip, and you put it on there. Essentially, when a round hits it, it just hits solid steel.
Okay.
Which
so you
does
put a cover
happen
on
at
it.
times.
Okay, got you.
So even when you're loading,
and the bullets itself are like
the rounds themselves, well, it sounds like it would have been a Glock or a 9mm. Like a 9mm, right? This is what I'm assuming. I didn't go into the weapon that was used. But imagine him, bro. So he shot the photo director or something like that, right? And then he injured someone else.
Yeah. Yes.
So, but also begs the question. Well, that also to me goes in the age-old thing where don't ever point a fucking weapon of any kind at me unless you intend to kill me. And that even applies for when we're acting in a scene, right? Because if they're professional actors, right, they get right into it and everything. Fine, right? So what was he doing?
I believe he was trying to. I believe they were.
Got you.
I don't know actually. So
and here's the other thing.
They would
Here's
have
the other thing.
footage
Do
of it,
the
right?
actors?
They would have footage of it. Like literally, they would have footage of someone getting shot.
Yeah, right. Well, with a country or military background, I feel if I was all of a sudden an actor and everything, I would want to check every round that's in that magazine.
But you know what? That's not his job.
No, but
because
I understand. I'm not putting this on him. No, I'm feeling like that they should bring a thing in where you also have to look at the, like.
So the assistant director or something passed him the gun, and obviously he'd assume that it's fucking not a real gun, and he's not gonna kill anyone with it.
No, I think they know that they're real. They expect there to be blanks in.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Because they're gonna want to, they're gonna want the weight and the kick because they're gonna want to. It's not also just for us. It's also about putting the actor in that
and
in
what,
that moment,
and what looks
right?
what looks proper and so it's the fucking whoever passed him the gun is at fault, or whoever's job is to make sure these are fucking prop guns.
Fuck! Imagine his to his surprise.
He's got to be guilty of like manslaughter or something, no?
Fuck, that's harsh, man.
Negligence.
That's so. But I would say I want to say negligence, but it's also putting. They've got obviously ways that they go about things and drills that probably were followed. And I mean, what did I say? I said fucking Jackie Chan. I was like, yeah, isn't that how Jackie Chan's dad died? I believe. Yeah. But you said Bruce Lee's son, not son.
Yeah, Bruce Lee's son.
Bruce Lee's son.
Bruce Lee's son. Yeah.
You know, there's got to be. I just feel like it's negligent to not check a weapon that you are passed handed.
Okay.
That's just
my 100%. But if you're Alec
raised in that doctrine.
But if you're an actor, then I don't think that's the case. You should just assume everything is safe. But someone's job on that set is to 100% check it, though. I get it. Yeah. The person before the actor should check it.
But here's the thing. So I feel like potentially even is it a weapon that was used at a range recently? Like, so someone's either deliberately snuck rounds in there, or I don't think so. I don't think so either, man. Or somehow they've gotten rounds mixed in with the blanks. Obviously, when they're mixing it, but how the fuck do they mix them? And the only way I can put it down to them mixing them is it's someone's purse thing that they've either, I don't know how they all do it, certified to use on set or some shit. That makes no sense for how live rounds get confused in that.
Yes,
and also loading it. There is big, like,
I think they shot it in Mexico too, so the rules and the laws of surrounding it aren't as strict as it is in the US. I think that's what I heard.
There you go.
But someone part of the set or part of the crew did say that it was super dangerous. Like they've had shots fired on accident a couple times before that already or something. They just
how does that happen more than once?
Yeah, exactly. They just said it's super unsafe.
So
and then it happened.
Then it comes down. It sounds like the staff that they've got doing it obviously don't give a fuck.
So whoever's job it is to curate the guns and whoever's in charge of those guns.
Sounds like there's some low IQ shit going on that has caused a real man. Imagine being the family getting that. Would be so whack. Bro.
Imagine being Alec Baldwin though.
Yeah, I mean, what can he do, man?
What can he do exactly? But you must feel super guilty. Like you just woke up one day, you're going to work.
Yeah.
And you suddenly killed someone.
Here's this though. He should stay away from the internet probably because he's going to have people like me saying, oh, you should have checked it and blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. If he was just doing what he's always done, which is he gets handed the prop and they trust people who handle it. I could get flamed for saying that.
Just say it.
If I'm in the cage and I accidentally kill you, at a certain point, I don't know if I'm going to be losing sleep because we both signed up. So what I'm saying with what I'm saying with him is he's just doing everything he's done.
Yeah.
If I was in his position, as I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I don't think I would fit horrible period. I don't think it'd eat me forever because it's like, what in the fuck was?
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
What a crazy thing that was. You know what I mean?
It was a crazy thing, but at the end of the day, you killed someone though.
This is true.
And like, let's say this person is the nicest person ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's the family and everything. You're taking someone from it. You've just randomly took someone from it.
Yeah, and it's not like you intended to do it too.
No, but that's the thing that I feel like would when you've
help with the guilt.
Help with the guilt.
Yeah,
you know.
But you'll still feel guilty.
Oh man, you're gonna have some late nights, bro. Yeah.
I mean, just go to therapy straight away. I reckon if you.
Yeah, right.
Just yeah.
Here's the thing. Do you go to therapy straight away to deal with your grief straight away?
I don't know.
Would that be not good? Unless you understand yourself and you have tendencies and you know you need to get there straight away.
Yeah.
Like say you think you might fall back onto bad habits and stuff like that. But it's like
yeah, so is it a good thing to get behind?
Because what do you do when that coping mechanism might not be there?
I don't know. At least you have someone to talk through it. Someone professional to help you.
Oh, I'm fully for it. But it's like I don't know if my mum passed away tomorrow. I don't know if the smartest thing for me would be to run to a counselor first. I think that would be some shit that I'd have to do
after.
after I process.
Yeah, I don't know, actually,
because
I don't
I
know.
know in myself I'm not gonna go out and affect society like that in my grieving state. That's just not what I'm.
I think I would like to get it straight away, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at least I know what's coming.
Oh, a lot of pain is coming, bro. That's the thing. It's like I'm.
You'd rather
aware
not
of-
know
I-
and just go through.
No. I'm aware of. I've had an ex partner and friends pass, and I'm aware of a level of like, especially if it's your mom. It's pain, bro.
Yeah.
It's nothing but pain.
Yeah. So I haven't experienced it yet.
Yeah.
So it'll be
That's
interesting.
a dark question.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
ask,
the
but
dark- yeah,
moving
yeah.
the fuck on. You know.
Yeah. Nah, but I think I'd do it straight away if I had like the funds and all that shit. If I was Alec Baldwin, I'd do it straight away.
Oh yeah. Just even
on life, bro. I think
the internet's got to be so bad for him right now, bro.
you know what? I think
He's
people
getting
would be
prosecuted
sympathetic.
they'll be 100%. But the internet, as we just talked about before, there's less sympathy on there right now and a lot more.
Yeah, but I don't know. I haven't seen anyone flaming him.
Yeah.
Have you? Yeah,
No,
I don't
I
think
haven't
so.
really. I didn't really look too much
Yeah, me neither. But
into that side of things.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I
But
mean?
imagine just fucking waking up one day, you're just doing your job, you're just expecting to like fucking act some scenes, and you accidentally kill someone at the end of the day. It's fucked up.
Do you reckon Bruce Lee's son was deliberate? I reckon that one was murder.
I have no idea, bro. I don't even know what happened. I just heard someone talk about it, and I passed on the knowledge to you. My friend told me, and I passed on the knowledge to you.
They'll still, you know what? They'll still release what he's working on, and they'll just put in loving memory of
100% they will. What do you think? They'll,
Yeah.
they'll let millions of dollars
This
go
has
down
gotta
the drain?
go on, baby.
Yeah, dude.
They got a new photo director in today. No, I don't,
No,
I'm
they
just-
would.
yeah.
They would
Yeah.
need to. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean to sound callous, people.
No. But they would. It is what it is. Same thing. If you drop dead today, your boss will find your replacement within like a few weeks.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah. Something's got to give.
something's gotta give.
Yeah.
What else you got for me, Rav?
I don't know, man. I thought you came.
Oh, bro, did you get into anything different over there? I'm going to talk about me. But this is how I lead into talking about me. Did you get into anything different over
This
the
lockdown?
Yeah,
No.
bro.
Stretching and yoga.
Oh, right. Yeah, a lot of
So yeah,
stretching.
tell me about your painting.
Bro, I got into miniature painting,
Yeah.
bro. Holy
yeah.
shit, it's got me by the balls.
Rabbit hole.
Oh.
I told you I don't do art stuff, right? Did I ever told you why? It's because
Sorry, bro.
there's some childhood trauma around it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you kill it, G.
I don't want so much though.
Oh, okay. What's your childhood trauma? Chuck it here.
No, it's not. I'm just not art gifted in the art department.
Do you feel like we were talking about the other week? Are you not gifted because you were just like? Do you feel like if you were showing tools and concepts and how to do it, and you saw that you got better, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that you would enjoy it and do it, or do you reckon your mind is in the sense of where it's like that's cool and I can learn that and do that, but I'm just doesn't appeal to me? Like whenever I've seen art or colors or my head has just always been in that world, man. Ever since I can remember, I was always in trouble for
Painting specifically, no. Because I used to take. My parents used to put me in all sorts of classes. Like they got me to try everything. So we had art classes or like painting classes.
Got to find that payday, bro.
Yeah. And I drew a horse, bro. And everyone laughed. Yeah, everyone laughed at it, and like
They say it didn't look like a horse and
it looked more like a donkey.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
And it did
though.
look like a donkey. And I don't blame them.
That happens.
But yeah,
though.
no.
I feel like most drawings are gonna look like a donkey than the horse, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
It's literally one of those 2D paintings from right to left, and it's like it's just a
it
shitty
sounds like
fucking-
a sausage donkey.
yeah,
bro.
100% looks like a sausage.
Got you. And you just
Yeah,
No,
no,
I've
it's not for
gotten.
me.
Here's the thing, though. I didn't know the world, bro. I'll be real quick. I just thought it was Warhammer figurines, but I just wanted to paint them, so I went and spent $500 on Warhammer.
Yeah. I remember.
Got into it, which was sick because I just they're sitting on my bench thing, just all in different pieces and different paints all over them. I just use them as practice. But there's like 75 mil and bigger, and like bust painting, which is like the shoulders, chest, and head. And I like the bust painting because you can put them in a really dramatic atmosphere. And so that you have one, and it's like he's like some trader of some tavern, but he's got like this huge scimitar, and he's holding it. You can put him in like the light from the desert and all that. So it's insane.
What do you mean by put him in the light from the
Like,
desert?
and I just feel like you can make those ones more dramatic and the setting and the lighting of them. So you know how I showed you that painting of Hephaestus, the guy with he had the red beard, and the bottom was just purple and blue and emerald shadows, right? But
It's like light coming out of his beard.
Yeah, and but it just put him in a more dramatic light and setting, right?
Yeah,
you can
okay.
almost imagine, you can almost see him in a volcano working.
I see what you're saying.
So I feel like you can add more atmosphere to those, and you can play with more.
See, that's a fucking crazy rabbit hole that my mind can't.
Well, you can play with more color settings. So it's like if I've got the moonlight coming from, and I wouldn't go from on top. I already know that because it's just not as interesting, right? If I have the moonlight coming from that way, it's way easier for me to put the glow of like a fire or a flame at his or her feet, and they both pop because they're both working off of each other.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah,
And you don't need to see the moon or the flame with these bucks. You just know by the atmosphere of the piece that it's.
See, that's crazy. Like you're basically painting like the reflection of light. On them. Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's fucking mad to me.
Yeah, it's sick, man.
That's fucking mad to me.
You know. Yeah, it's great fun.
Yeah.
But
you spend how many hours a day do you think you spend on doing that? Would you do it every day? Do you do it every day?
I try and do it every day. Yeah. Honestly, the last 4 days, not as much because I've just been uninspired because all the pieces I've been working on them and I've got shit that I've been waiting on my post for ages, bro.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
Melbourne Post. Fuck yeah.
Ozpost.
Yeah.
COVID case.
Yeah.
His food came like a month late too, so
So you got it?
today, I just got the email that's been delivered
glad
today.
you got it.
Yeah. I ordered it a month ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna take a while, bro.
You know, so just be uninspired. But because of that, it's this ADHD thing. I'm pacing my room now with nothing to do, and I'll go back into researching my finance shit.
Yeah.
And I'm reading it, and I'm like, I can't fucking.
You know what you should do? Here's a tip for Ozpost. You raise an inquiry. You tell the people you ordered that model from that you haven't got it, and they raise an inquiry, and they'll locate your thing for you.
Got you.
Yeah. Because I did that last week, and now it's here.
I feel like it. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got you. I feel like at this point it's just sitting at someone's. It's just sitting at a depot, or it's probably coming.
It
today.
is sitting at a depot, but you want them to locate it. So if the vendor raises an inquiry, they will locate it for you.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really just can't do painting. My brain doesn't work that way.
Yeah, but here's the thing, G, is when we do things and everything and plan needs to get put in place, I'm fucking I'm like, what is that butterfly thinking, bro? And you're like, this, and this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
It's more black and white.
I bet you can do division, bro.
Yeah. Dude, I can do long division, bro.
Bro, here's the thing. I got I got made to do long division because I was shit at math, right? I got to the point I was doing half page long division.
Yeah.
So which was sick for my confidence as a young boy because I realized I wasn't an idiot.
Yeah.
I can actually learn to do math. But I forget that when I leave, it's something to do with it's like calculus or like something to do with dyslexia or something. The method of getting there is gone.
Oh, really?
It is gone. For me to go through times tables, I'm putting myself out there on this one. Basic times tables.
Yeah, that's good.
Like it's like I've got to think for half a second at
Gotcha,
times in a
yeah.
second when you and I got to go back or work backwards or work forwards every fucking time. You could and I was doing things in class where it's like rodeo type shit where they give the thing and you shout out the answer to it and bang and then you got to go. Man, I was working that shit, but
I don't know. Growing up, math was something I was good at, so I think I got a lot of dopamine hits when I was a kid because of math.
Yeah, that's the same. He's just got numbers, man.
Yeah. Because I don't know, everything's black and white.
Got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Is that how you see it?
Yeah,
Bro, that is not how I see it at all.
Like
man.
art, there's too many options for. Like in my mind, there's too many options.
Math
But
is
math
like,
is like it's 82. The answer is 82. If you don't get 82, you fucked up somewhere.
Man, you know, like,
But if in art, it's like it can be anything.
you know, a ball of wire when it's all fucked up. That's what
Wire?
math looks like to me.
Wire?
Yeah, like you know when you got a roll of
yeah.
wire and it's all fucked up in a ball.
Yeah.
That's what math looks like to me, bro. Or like trying to get through it.
Gotcha,
and there is
gotcha,
no, even when I get it, there is no victory
Yeah.
feeling.
It's
bro.
left
I've
brain, right brain
slogged
shit.
for it.
Yeah, left brain, right brain shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it kind of shows when we were drilling in jiu-jitsu too, dude.
Oh, 100%.
The way we learn techniques, it's different.
How would
the way
you
we learn
say?
techniques. Like that's why I like Danner because it's black and white.
Sorry, say that again.
That's why I like listening to Danner because it's black and white. It's like math to me.
Okay,
It's
got
like
you.
this is why this is this. This is why this is this. This is why this is this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I do that and it's sick for me, but I don't I leave things open to my own interpretation.
Yeah, 100%.
With and I can see sometimes it might frustrate you when I'm like the thing the other day when we're supposed to hold the Kimura as you come up to get the triangle.
Yeah.
And I was just, you tell me and correct me with it. And I insisted still on hooking there.
Yeah.
And it's just because it's like in my mind, you're still not fucking going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I
that's
understand.
why.
But here's the thing: at the end of the day, if we go out and compete, who's to say that? Like, you're probably right, bro. And it could come out
it's
with
the
like,
way
Cav,
it's
you
the way
fucking
we
should've held it.
process information differently and how we get to that. It's just
I noticed
the
there's
different
points
way of
where
our
it's
brain
like,
thinks.
you will help me massively on a part and we'll get to
Uh-huh.
another part and it's my way of thinking that
Yeah.
seems to pull you
Exactly.
through the direction of the drill,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty beautiful.
That's
man.
why we need each
That's
other,
cool.
dude. I put some structure into your ADHD brain. You put some creativity in it. You know what I'm saying?
Flare it out
Yeah,
here and there, you know what I mean? It's sick too, because maybe one day when we're coaching each other on the mats and stuff, you've got that confidence if I'm like, fucking jump for the triangle, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, you know?
Yeah, and it's like if you teach someone like maybe the way you do it, it makes more sense to him than the way I do it.
100%, because you're going to have different people in the room,
Different
right? They're
styles,
going to
yeah.
identify with different ways of it and shit like that, you know what I mean? I honestly...
That's the hardest part about being a teacher, I guess, because you got to go through all the... It's got to make sense to all the students, and each student will think differently.
I feel like the way that John does it is the best probable way to get to everyone, even if they're left or right brain, to get them going with shit and stuff like that at a good level.
Yeah.
But I think it's also about, I think it comes down to your staffing, bro.
Yeah.
I think you have to have an ego in check enough to understand that you need different thought processes and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, and there's going to be certain students that fuck with them and certain students that fuck with your coaching. I don't mean on a personal level.
I think it's important to see how different teachers teach.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important to see how different teachers teach.
You know, Josh's black belt, is it Julian? Our coaches.
Yes.
Yeah, he gave a quick spiel the other night on twisted side control and people trying to escape it and people trying to hold it.
He
And
taught a class?
No, he didn't. But the way that Josh just gave him a platform for a couple of minutes to talk his method.
Oh,
through.
really? Oh, okay. During a what class?
During a class, yeah.
Okay.
And the way he broke it down and everything was like I want him to teach more classes.
Got you. He does.
This is nothing against
that's
anyone.
why I've never seen him teach
really,
classes.
fuck. He like the way he spoke about it and the way he delivered it was just really clear and left no. Like, I'm not one to be left with questions, like, but it just left no room for me to go. Oh, do I adjust it here or there? It's like, this is the line. He just essentially was talking about this is the line that you want to play it on. You don't want to go there. And his delivery was really good.
Got you. I have drilled with him before, and he showed me a lot of things.
Yeah,
it was one of the warm ups, and he showed me a lot of like small little things.
Yeah,
and yeah, it was good.
Yeah, like
but
I've never belt adjustments, I guess.
But I've never seen him teach a class, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's good at twistering people, dude.
Yeah, it's like his thing.
Yeah,
it's like him, truck and all that sort of stuff. You know.
Yeah.
I've been hitting truck a bit lately, man, because people keep thinking I'm going to the back because you know how you put the knee in for the knee pinch.
It's called cross body ride. That's what the Dan heard. That's
oh god.
The truck,
I mean cross body control or ride they call it.
Yeah. So you have been playing with it. That's something I never.
I've been playing on and off with it. See, I've been playing on and off with it for a couple of years, so I'm happy getting into a position just going for it, right?
Got you. I don't think I've ever pulled it. I've never
actively
gone for it. Yeah,
I've never had that confidence with the truck position because I don't want, especially as you get further and further up. It's like I feel like you got to be good at that because if they flip it, you're fucked.
Yeah,
you're in a bad spot.
I've been playing a lot of bottom game lately, dude. So I don't know if I'm gonna play bottom in my next comp or not.
You gotta, you know what? You need both because you got to assess the person that you're dealing with, right? And you got to assess your fatigue level. So, say if you got a decent bottom game, but you're fatigued, but you got a really athletic guy, you probably don't necessarily want him pushing on you the whole round from top.
Yes, yeah, that's true. But if you're at top, you don't want to be fatigued too because they can sweep you if they're good at guard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Yeah, but that's why you got to keep working at top.
Yeah.
Like, I guess you just got to be active.
Yeah.
It's a fucking crazy world we're in right now, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways, before we get off here, it's like, think of 2010, think of now.
Yeah, you can't even fucking...
Can't even... Apples and oranges, bro. You know what I mean?
It is. You really can't compare it.
Nah.
Yeah.
You like, it's the only thing you can compare is like we had internet.
Well, we didn't have... What do you mean?
No, the only thing you can say is like we had internet.
Yeah, we had internet. Yeah.
Everything around it and in it is different.
What phone were you using in 2010, bro? The Nokia?
2010?
No, a black...
I had a Nokia brick as my first.
But that's not 2010, is it?
Nah. And then going into 2010, I had a flip.
I had a BlackBerry, bro.
Of course you had a black.
Dude, Blackberries. You had to have a Blackberry in Indonesia. You had to have a Blackberry.
Why? Tell me now.
Because everyone had one, and that's how you. That's how you mess it.
It's like
As a kid in 2010, you weren't a kid.
15. You're a kid.
Yeah, you're
bro.
a teenager.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got kid thoughts, that's for sure, man. You don't know shit.
So Blackberries weren't a big thing in Australia?
No, but was it a social thing, as in like for kids, as in like, you know, it's like everyone's in a Ninja Turtles. If I don't have a Ninja Turtle this summer, I'm fucking gonna be the one without it, who's not the only one.
Yeah, I guess it's like an iPhone nowadays. I guess you don't have WhatsApp.
Oh
then,
man,
or
Apple's in
iMessage.
trouble at the moment.
So, who?
Apple.
Oh really? Why,
Yeah, I think they're in trouble for bad business practice with the way they've been working their products.
Like what? Child labor?
Potentially that, but
but you know for a fact that your fucking slaves make these phones.
But I think it's also
I
think it's going into the fact that say they'll release one, but then they'll make a different charger for it and stuff. I think they've found a way to pull them into. I think they're trying to find a way to pull them into line with it. Is my thoughts.
I mean,
like how they're trying to find ways to get Elon in to fucking talk about how he's fucking played with the market. You know.
Yeah, I mean they did. The last MacBook Pros, they had like this touch bar, like this touchscreen thing, and these newer ones they removed and then stuck to the old like function keys. So
why did they do that?
I guess people didn't like it.
Yeah, fair enough.
No one used it. Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, so
so it was poorly done then, because a lot of people can get used to things like that.
Yeah, I guess it was poorly done. Yeah,
because our generations like ours and younger especially, we can like
it just wasn't functional. It just wasn't functional. I think.
Yeah, we know we got to adapt with the tech that's coming out.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
but it's crazy world.
Fuck, what were we on about Apple? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we were talking about something else before Apple, but it's gone now. So
yeah,
but yeah, man.
Anyways,
all right, people,
we'll be back.
Yeah, have a good one. Thank you.
Peace.
Ask her honestly if she thinks I should give up. I can't walk on water. If I run, I think I'll slip up. Always falling down, I hit a bump and take a trip up. I'll just say I'm sober now, that's if they ask. Sucking up bills, just doing that shit like what if I will? So what if I will? Got